Today I'm talking all about the miracle health benefits of cayenne pepper. I truly think this is an herb sent by God. It treats so many things, heals so many things in our bodies. There's so many uses for it. The agenda of this video, I'm going to talk about exactly why this works so well, like what it actually does to our bodies, specific internal uses, external uses like topically on our bodies, beauty uses, even when we're getting sick or we feel like we're getting sick, also just household and practical uses, and then finally ways to boost our mood and our mind with cayenne pepper. So I first just want to give a quick overview of why and how cayenne pepper works so well, and it's because of a compound called capsaicin. So capsaicin is what gives cayenne pepper that spicy or burning sensation when you eat or you consume it, but it's the magic ingredient. It's really a blood stimulant, and that's the key to cayenne pepper. Where there is blood, there is life and healing. And so it's completely different than like coffee, which is like another form of a stimulant. This is a blood stimulant, so it pulls blood to certain areas, like wherever it is, that capsaicin does, and it treats and heals and fixes so many things. Now, I definitely recommend getting a bag of cayenne. It's really not that expensive. You can just use like a cayenne pepper spice container, but the thing is that's more for just sprinkling on food. It's not as potent and high quality as this. This is my favorite brand. It is organic, and I can link it down below. You can get it on Amazon, but I actually am also going to link it through the YouTube shopping feature because there's this website, it's iHerb, and that's actually where I get it. I love Amazon. I mean, you guys know that. I do. But sometimes with third-party sellers on Amazon, like I just don't trust supplements sometimes. So I also, though, this whole video, absolutely not sponsored, but I'm just gonna throw this in real quick because I also get this on that iHerb website. It's cod liver oil. This is the second bottle I've gotten, and it's so good. Cod liver oil doesn't taste the best. You can get it flavored, and I recommend getting flavored. This is actually unflavored. I don't mind it, but this is the best for getting vitamin D. Like the sun to me is the best source, but I'm learning more and more about, if you are going to supplement with vitamin D, getting it from a food source is the next best way. This also has really good omegas, vitamin A, vitamin E. Like this is so healthy for you. Now I'm going to start with the internal uses of cayenne, and there's 4 specific ways I want to share with you to consume it. And they're not as scary and as spicy as you may think. But if you're doing this at all, I want to quickly go over all of the benefits, like at one time your body's going to get from doing this. And there's kind of a lot. I'm going to go really quickly. It's an internal detox. It is a metabolism boost, and it aids in weight loss. It increases blood circulation. It helps with your heart, and it clears out clogged arteries. It is great for our respiratory system. It's amazing for our lungs. It lowers blood pressure. It helps digestion because it increases the flow of digestive enzymes, and it increases stomach acid. It reduces heartburn and acid reflux. It helps with constipation because it stimulates the intestinal tract. It gets rid of parasites. It's an anti-cancer agent, and it's also a pain reliever, and we're going to get to that a little later. Whew, that was a lot, and I didn't even list everything. It really is a miracle herb. Now let's talk about dosage. I think it's best to kind of always ease into things. This is not going to hurt you at all, but I think it's best to start with 1/8 of a teaspoon of cayenne every day, and then work your way up to 1 teaspoon daily. So number 1, the first way to take it, this is the worst way. This is what I do. It's if you're like a dragon fire breather, you like spicy foods, you can handle the heat, just cayenne and water, easy peasy. It's what I do every single morning. Just a small cup of water, put my teaspoon of cayenne, stir it around, put it back. It's spicy, lasts like 10 seconds. It feels great. It's like a tingly sensation. I really like it, but it's going to kickstart all of those benefits in the morning, and it works throughout the day. Another way to take cayenne internally, and this is a lot easier in my opinion, is to again put cayenne into a small glass and then squeeze half a lemon, like the juice, into it, and then add some honey and just mix it all together. This tastes a lot better. It's not nearly as spicy, but we all know that lemon is so good for us, again, especially in the morning. It's very like pH balancing. It again kickstarts the day. This is just a much easier way to take the cayenne. The number 3 way, and I think this might be the best way of all, it's just there's a little extra step. It is what I call the master cleanse, and it is adding cayenne, olive oil, like your favorite extra virgin organic olive oil, into a shot glass, and then add in the lemon juice that we just talked about, and then a pinch of mineral sea salt, okay? All of these ingredients perfection. This is going to detox you. The olive oil is so good for us. That olive oil kind of binds the cayenne a little bit so it doesn't burn as much. And I mean, I'm not saying there's not gonna be any tingling sensation, but to me, this is the best way to do it. Sometimes I'm just lazy and I don't. Number 4, cayenne pepper capsules. This is for the people that just cannot stand swallowing anything spicy. Get cayenne pepper capsules. I do not do this because I don't mind spice, but this is the specific brand that I recommend. It is by the Now brand. I can link it below. I'll also link this on the YouTube shopping feature. You can again get it on that same website. This is a way to swallow the capsules, no spices, but then it does absorb into your body and you can still get those benefits. I prefer the powder because I can really feel it working and I feel like it maybe is a little more potent, but that could be totally wrong. I don't even know. But if nothing else, just get the capsules. All right, let's move into topical and external uses. And that's another reason why I do think getting a bag of cayenne is the best because there's just so many freaking ways to use this. We're gonna start with my classic cayenne pepper paste. So to make this, you're going to mix the cayenne pepper powder with your favorite, I guess, like carrier oil. So this could be coconut oil or olive oil. My favorite way is the olive oil. I just love the consistency of it. It's also really great for skin. And you just mix it up until you get the consistency that you're looking for. But before we talk about what it's going to do to your skin, I again want to come back to the capsaicin. So again, this is the magic ingredient. So it does bring the blood supply to the areas which promotes healing. But more than that, capsaicin also helps to deplete a neurotransmitter called substance P. So when substance P is reduced, that makes it way harder for our brains to send pain signals to our bodies. Therefore, it is an excellent pain reliever. So back to the cayenne pepper paste though, it's amazing for migraines. If you suffer from headaches and migraines, put this paste on your forehead or your temples, wherever you experience pain, and just give it like 5 minutes at least to start feeling that burning sensation. And it's actually a good sensation. It doesn't hurt. It feels very nice. And then another way to use this cayenne pepper paste is actually on your thyroid if you have an underactive thyroid. Not overactive, but underactive, meaning it's not really working properly, it's not doing its job. You can actually put this paste on your thyroid every other day. Again, you'll feel that burning sensation. It's bringing the blood supply to that area and literally waking it up. Now for your head or your thyroid or really wherever you're putting it on your body, I love using these clean skin disposable towels. I've talked about these in a lot of other videos, but they really work well at just wiping off the paste, and then you can kind of rinse it. But what's interesting is it always kind of reignites that nice burning sensation. It's kind of like a round 2. That is totally normal, and it's actually something I really enjoy when I wipe it off. Now, another way to use cayenne externally or topically is what I call a cayenne wrap. So it's kind of similar to the paste. You still make the paste, but you actually use a paper towel and saran wrap to really like keep it contained. It's much less messy. So like for your migraine, if you just like put it on your head and lay there, like it doesn't matter. But if you want to treat achy joints or painful joints or arthritis or things like that, cayenne is amazing. So Josh's knee, sometimes if it's really bothering him, he will make a cayenne pepper wrap where he puts it where it hurts. He then puts a paper towel over top and then literally takes like saran wrap just to keep it in place and leaves it on for about an hour. So you could do your knees, you could do your shoulder, you could do anywhere on your body that is painful. You can also use cayenne wraps for your feet. Now, this really is just a miracle thing to do with cayenne if you struggle with peripheral neuropathy. So this is what happens to people that have been on chemotherapy or diabetes, or basically it's nerve issues where the extremities, a lot of times it's people's feet, die because there's no blood supply to that area. It's a horrible thing. You lose feeling, or it's painful, or there's tingling. You can actually put cayenne on the paper towel and then put your foot there and then wrap it again with that saran wrap and leave it on overnight. You can put a sock over top too, and that'll just really keep it in place. And this has literally been proven to bring back the feeling and bring back life to these dead extremities. Another way you can do this to your feet is with a Cayenne foot soak. So this is just maybe a little bit easier than the wrap, not as like long-term overnight. You just get a bucket or like a foot bath thing and just fill it up with some warm water, add some Cayenne. I really just kind of measure with my heart, and then you just soak your feet for like 15, 20 minutes. You wouldn't do this all the time unless you actually have true problems with nerves and that kind of thing, but this is also like an easier way to do that. And I think people that have cold feet all the time would benefit from doing this some of the time, just because when you always have cold feet, that is a clear indication that you actually have really bad circulation. So you should maybe try it internally, but then also externally with the foot soak to again kind of bring back the blood supply and the life to that area. Now, this next way to use Cayenne topically, a lot of you will think I'm crazy, you would never do it. I've never even done it. I'm more just sharing this information with you because I think it's interesting. Cayenne pepper is actually a fabulous blood clotting agent and disinfectant. So if you have like a minor wound, it just won't stop bleeding, you can literally sprinkle Cayenne pepper on it. I'm sure it will burn, but it will clot the wound and disinfect it. So will you use it that way? Probably not, but just FYI. Let's move into the beauty uses of Cayenne pepper. I want to start with the scalp treatment. I thoroughly enjoy doing this. So you want to get any type of scalp serum or even like a hair mask would work well. I have been loving this. It's by California Gold. It's like a strengthening hair and scalp oil. So it has castor oil in it, biotin, rosemary, mint. Like it just feels amazing on my scalp. It's not meant to like grow your hair. I'm sure it's probably good for that, but you take that, put it in your hair first, really massage it into your scalp, and then I like to take the Cayenne. I usually mix it with water. It's a little bit easier to apply, and you just mix the whole thing together, kind of combine it with the serum. I can link this stuff. I really, really like this hair serum. Just like kind of mix it on, and you will feel the tingling, kind of the nice like burning sensation on your scalp. It really gets rid of all of the gunk, the buildup. It helps to exfoliate, but it kind of wakes up your hair follicles. It feels amazing. And then just rinse it out like normal. Make sure you actually get it all out, but I love doing that. But I do genuinely believe that Cayenne will stimulate hair growth. I just think companies don't put it in their products because it does give, somewhat of a burning sensation, but I feel like they should do that. Anyway, let's move on to cellulite. If you struggle with cellulite, maybe even on your thighs, this has also been proven to reduce cellulite. So you would just put it on the affected areas. I am not demonstrating this because I completely acknowledge and agree that this would be a messy thing to do. I feel like it would be something that if you want to fix it, you could do it in the summer while you're wearing shorts, maybe you're outside, you can do the olive oil, cayenne pepper paste, and yeah, it's gonna be messy, but like leave it on for as long as you can and then just wipe it off. And then like another beauty way to use it is cayenne pepper, as I mentioned, is antibacterial, but it's also antifungal. So if you have a lot of acne, you could put it on your face. It will really help to reduce blemishes and acne breakouts. Maybe you have a foot fungus. That's not really maybe in the beauty world, but still you can literally put it on like a fungal infection and it will help to get rid of it. No joke, cayenne pepper is becoming one of those things where if there is a problem, I'm like, could cayenne fix it? Probably. So let's move into cold, congestion, and respiratory uses, AKA you're getting sick. Cayenne pepper water is an amazing sore throat remedy, and I can 100% attest to this. A couple months ago, I had the worst sore throat. I didn't even feel that sick otherwise, but I was up laying awake in the middle of the night. My throat hurt so bad. I was like, this has to be strep throat. And I don't even know if I've ever had strep throat. And then the light bulb moment, I was like, I wonder if cayenne would fix it. It was probably 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I got up, made like a mixture of cayenne and water, and I gargled it. Like I really got that burning in my throat and I swallowed it. I kid you not. My sore throat wasn't completely gone, but it was at least 70% better. Like that. I was able to fall asleep and then I woke up and it was gone. So I don't know what that was about, but it definitely reduced the pain in my throat, and it was just a fabulous remedy. Now, another thing to do when you are sick or just like really congested, you can actually get super hot water to the point where it's steaming. And so like in this clip, I feel like you don't see the steam. Like you really have to have hot water. Then mix some cayenne into the water and then breathe in that steam. And that is going to help clear out your stuffy nose or your congestion. And then you could also do what I like to call a decongestant shot. So it's kind of similar to that master cleanse towards the beginning where you put everything in a shot glass and then just down it. So you would put the cayenne, also definitely put lemon because vitamin C is great when you're sick, but then also try to add some ginger or garlic or both if you can. Just like down the whole thing, and it's going to not taste the greatest, but it's going to help, decongest you, but then also boost your immunity and help you just fight off the virus or illness. Alrighty, so moving along to just some practical and like household uses for cayenne. I'll try to be really quick about this, but it's a really good like insect or rodent deterrent. You just or repellent, I guess is maybe what I'm trying to say. You just mix water, cayenne, and some dish soap into a bottle, and you can go around and spray your basement. You can spray baseboards. We actually like to spray it in certain areas of our home outside, like this particular spot. Bugs will literally crawl through and they like come in the other side of the window. It's really bad. We need to fix it. But you can spray this, and ever since we started doing this, nothing has come in. It's also a great garden pest deterrent. So you can actually sprinkle cayenne in your garden, actually in your plants and like what you're trying to grow, because it's not going to hurt the plants, but it's definitely going to ward off the deer and the rabbits and things that are going to mess up what you're trying to grow. And then similarly, it's a great pet training thing. Like you can, again, put water and cayenne into a spray bottle. Like say your dog or your cat's always biting on the corner of your coffee table, like just those kind of examples. You can put some cayenne in areas, and when they go to do it, they're like, oh my gosh, it's burning, I shouldn't do that. And it literally trains them to not do what you don't want them to do. Now let's move on to our mind and our mood. So capsaicin, again, the magic ingredient. It's done so many things so far in this video, but it also triggers endorphins. So if you feel like you are lacking energy, like, you have to clean the house, you have to do X, Y, or Z, or you're just feeling not happy, you can take cayenne in any of the ways I just talked about, whether it be powder, a shot, you can even take capsules, but it's an instant mood booster and energy booster because again, that capsaicin is going to trigger the endorphins. So it's really just an excellent mind and mood and energy hack. So I really hope you found this video interesting and compelling. I really encourage you to try cayenne, try to introduce it into your life, whether it be powder form, capsule form, or even all of the other ways, even just through our house. Everything that I talked about will be linked below. I'll also link everything in the YouTube shopping feature if you want to go that route. But thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.